everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Cowboys are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against a Lions offense that will have a lot to deal with.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 31 yards there and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A beautiful fake. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now they try the right side here. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for him. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Stafford now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They go to Elliott again. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. To throw again. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run here. Abdullah. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you've got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. They go back to Abdullah on first. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook.
And Abdullah lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now a play fake here on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
This is Elliott. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Power running by Zeke. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, he got the best of both worlds. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. the gun, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first down carry by Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive with a duel. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, he slipped right by him. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go with Abdullah again. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here's Elliott. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they take possession of the football, and and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now here's a carry heading left, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Stafford on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front have made a lot of space. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.